2016. Some people might have called it the Wild West age of YouTube, based on how you could get away with pretty much anything, and profit off of nothing. Though I myself would call the 2006 to 2012 era of YouTube that, but I digress. This freedom led to the rise of commentary channels. These were creators who found a niche in offering opinions, critiques and analysis on various topics, be it current events or internet drama. You had channels like LeafyIsHere, Pyrocynical and GradeAUnderA pulling in millions of subscribers by just speaking their minds. The videos though weren't all that fancy, often only gameplay clips with them speaking over it, like what I'm doing right now, and holy shit I'm bad at surfing. However, this era abruptly ended in 2017. But why? It's not like these videos weren't doing well. Well, in 2017, YouTube found itself in the midst of what would be dubbed the Adpocalypse, a significant turning point for the platform. The Adpocalypse was primarily triggered by a growing sense of caution amongst advertisers regarding the content the ads were being displayed alongside. This cautious approach stemmed from instances where brands found themselves inadvertently associated with controversial or objectionable material, raising concerns about brand safety and reputation. The situation was further exacerbated by a notable incident involving PewDiePie, YouTube's then biggest star. In September of that year, PewDiePie became embroiled in controversy, following an incident, nicknamed the Bridge Incident. Not to be confused with the Marco Polo Bridge Incident, where he uttered a certain word during a livestream while playing PUBG. This incident garnered widespread attention and intensified the scrutiny on YouTube's content policies and the platform's ability to effectively moderate and police its vast library of videos. As a result, advertisers became more vigilant, demanding greater control over where the ads were being placed, to avoid any potential backlash or negative associations. This increased pressure from advertisers forced YouTube to take action, implementing stricter measures and guidelines to ensure greater brand safety. One of the key responses from YouTube was a shift towards a more family-friendly environment. The platform began prioritizing content that aligned with a PG-rated standard, aiming to create a safer and more welcoming space for younger viewers. This move involved cracking down on content that could be deemed controversial, explicit or inappropriate for a broader audience. This change hit these commentary channels hard. The videos were getting demonetized left and right. So suddenly, the main source of income was drying up. Some tried to adjust their content to fit the new rules, like Pyrocynical, who now makes quite elaborate documentary-styled videos about different games and movies. But for many, it was a struggle to keep their channels afloat. It was a real shake-up for the YouTube community. LeafyIsHere, known for his edgy commentary style, faced the brunt of YouTube's crackdown during the Adpocalypse. His content, often controversial and boundary-pushing, fell out of favor with the platform's new emphasis on family-friendly material. This led to multiple videos being demonetized and warnings issued against his channel. In 2020, Leafy made a comeback to YouTube after a hiatus. However, his return was short-lived. He quickly found himself embroiled in controversy yet again, due to his confrontational content, particularly targeting other creators. This time, YouTube decided to take more drastic measures and permanently banned Leafy. For a while he streamed and made videos on Rumble, but quit about 5 months ago, with people wondering where he went. After the Adpocalypse in 2017, GradeAUnderA, another prominent figure in the commentary scene, noticeably slowed down his upload schedule. While his uploads became more sporadic, with intervals often stretching to a year or more between videos, when he did release content, it still garnered significant attention, often 1 million or more views. This sporadic activity kept fans on their toes, wondering if he'd come back for good. And now, with his recent announcement that he has 40 new videos in store for us, we can only wait and see if he actually will come back for good this time. But it seems that YouTube has not forgotten his past, because every video he uploads gets age restricted. Following the turbulence of the Adpocalypse, and the subsequent changes faced by commentary channels on YouTube, many creators sought alternative platforms to continue their discourse. One significant trend that emerged was the transition to podcasts, which provided a familiar format for creators to express their opinions and engage with their audience. Podcasts offered a more relaxed environment. Former commentary channels found podcasts to be the ideal medium to revive their candid discussions on various topics. Reminiscent of their old content, these podcasts often maintained the same raw and unfiltered style that had initially attracted their former audience. One of the pioneering examples of this transition was Debated Podcast, hosted by popular YouTubers Colossal is Crazy, Keemstar, and Tommy C. The podcast delved into controversial topics, drama, and personal beef, echoing the spirit of the commentary genre. Debated Podcast quickly gained traction, and became a staple for fans craving the unfiltered conversations, synonymous with the early days of YouTube commentary, while they stopped uploading in 2019. The success of the Baited podcast inspired many other former commentary channels to venture into the podcast realm. One example is the TBH podcast. This podcast features a lineup of internet personalities, including Pyrocynical, Dolan Dog, Colossal is Crazy, and Nerd City, each bringing their own perspectives and experiences to the table. We're branching out into podcasting. Pyrocynical and his co-host tapped into a growing trend in online media consumption, catering to audiences who prefer long-form content and in-depth conversation. The TBH podcast not only showcases the wit and the humor of its host, but also provides insights into the ever-evolving landscape of the internet. As you can see, YouTube has changed a lot since 2017. But the original idea behind the commentary channels hasn't disappeared completely. There are still creators that make videos similar to the old days, offering their opinions on various topics, but now they try to stay away from internet drama, and focus more on their own sphere of influence. In a way, it shows that the core idea of commentary channels is still alive and well. People still like to listen to YouTubers ramble on about random stuff, even in a changing online landscape. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like and subscribe, and also check out the links in the description. Goodbye.